Hello and welcome to Vlogtober day 4. Well, as you can see, I am at the shop. I've had to pop down to do some packing, and I thought while I'm wrapping I'd pop on because I haven't actually filmed much today. So after I've been to the post office, I'm going to go straight back home and, sorry for the rustling, and I'm going to get the hot pot on and make tonight's tea, which I think we're just going to have like a vegetable casserole, something like that, and some Yorkshire puddings, so that'll be nice. It's been a funny day today really. Not a lot's happened. It's sort of been more of a houseworky day today, and post delivery today. My new kettle has arrived, so I will share that with you when I get back home. And what else? Oh, all the cat food has arrived, because I tend to buy my cat food in bulk now, since we've got 4 cats, so I'll get a month's worth, and they all like the gourmet. Different packets of gourmet, but yeah. Other than that, I don't really know what else I'm doing today. It depends on how much time I've got. But I'm going to get on with the wrapping now, and I'll catch you all a bit later on. Well, I've just made myself a pomegranate tea. This is the first time I've had pomegranate tea, so I'm really looking forward to it. And I use my new, I don't know, thermopot I think it's called, and it's really good. It seems to take ages because you have to fill it up twice and boil it through twice before you use it. So I basically went through 10 litres of water before I could fill it up to use. But no, up to now it's really good. It only sort of produces steam when it boils, but it's kept at a constant temperature, and yeah, if it saves on electricity then that's great. So yes, I've left that sitting in the kitchen to steep for a little bit while I thought I'd come out here and do a little bit of filming. I don't know where today has gone because the time is now 20 to 10. I haven't picked the camera up since early on, so I thought I'd better come out and do a little bit of filming. I think Monday just seemed to be like this of late. I think somebody's pinching my time on a Monday. Anyhow, I managed to catch up on Strictly last night, which I enjoyed. I think it took me over 2 evenings to watch it, but I managed to get it, and I actually did some knitting as well. So I thought I'd show you. But then when I went on last night, a bit later on last night, I was going to watch the dance-off competition. When I found it, there it was in big letters who the 2 couples were and which one they'd picked. So that was a bit of a disappointment because I wasn't expecting to watch it. Oh dear. Mind you, there was plenty of discussion on there about how they thought the judges were all wrong and they should have picked, was it Nina? Yeah, and only Anton picked her. So anyhow, on my second sock I have picked up for my gusset, so that'll sit like that now until I finish my other one. I don't feel like I'm getting very far on these at all at the minute, but I did do some work on my gusset. Trouble is, by the time I get to it in an evening, I'm too tired, I can't be bothered. But I'm getting there, I am getting there. So I've done a few rounds on my gusset, so you can see from there upwards. I know it's not a lot, but I'm hoping to do some tonight. This is why I've decided to come out and do a bit of filming now. Otherwise I wouldn't have posted today. That's just sort of habit I think I've got into, but I thought no, a little bit of film to upload to YouTube is better than nothing. So yes, it'll not be too much today, but you know, that's just how it is. And that's, oops, that's my little stitch mark. I just wanted to show you that. It's a little tiny, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little tiny cup. So I've got 2 of them, and I've also got the little teapot to go with it. That's still in my tub though. So, right. So they're all in my glitzy bag, my glitzy strictly bag. And another thing that I want to do, I don't know if I'll get it done this week, I've got it in my little tin, and it's some hexes. So what I might do is I might just lay these out and flip you around so you can see sort of what I've been doing. But what I've been doing basically is just any scraps of sort of autumnal fabrics, or any fabrics I've just been making into hexes and popping them in my tin. And I wanted to make something for autumn, but I wasn't sure what I wanted. I don't really need a table runner because I think I've got one, and I've got one in the making as well, so I don't really need that. What I thought I might do is a picture frame, some wall art, something like that, because if you followed me you'll know last year, yes it was last year, probably about this time last year I think. Or was it? No, it wasn't this time last year, it was before. Yeah, it was earlier on in the year. I made some wall art with hexagons and some vinyl, There's Always Time for Tea, and my teapot and mugs. And I thought I might like to do something for autumn using, like I said, scraps of fabric. But I need to do a few more because I seem to have got a lot of these. There's little sunflowers on. And I put some of the batiks in to go with it because that's autumnal. And then it's just sort of a few oranges and a couple of shades of green. But that's all I've got. So I need some more. But I have got quite a few hexes. And like I say, I will show you in a couple of minutes. So I thought I might do that. And then once I've got enough for to fill a 12 by 12 inch frame, I didn't know whether to sort of machine embroider a pumpkin to go on top of the hexagons, or some leaves, or like a doily that's got as a sunflower. So I'm not sure, I can't make up my mind which one to do, so I might end up stitching out all 3 of them and then trying it out. But suggestions, what would you suggest? What should I do? Well, like I say, I will lay these hexagons out and I'll flip you around so you can see what they look like. So this is what I've got. As you can see, I have only got a couple of oranges and I've only got a few of the greens, but this is sort of, I suppose, the effect I'm looking for. But I will have a look in my stash to see what I've got. Well, I've just had a look on my shelf and I have found a few more fabrics. I don't have a lot of these fabrics, but I thought these would go well and it'll use up some scraps. I've got sort of this orange and yellow. What I will do is, I know I've got another piece of that orange down at work, so I'll use that up, and then I might not add this orange in, but I've got the yellow, I've got that sunflower one, then I've got the autumn leaves, and I've got one with hedgehogs on, which I might not use that because I don't think I'm going to get much of that with my hedgehog. Let's have a look. No, my hexagons are a bit small for the hedgehog, but I'll probably just keep that for something else. But it's very, very cute, that one. So yes, so I think that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm going to take a bit of this fabric to work and I'm going to see what I can work on this week. I'm not sure whether I'm going to hand stitch all the hexes together, because that's going to be a bit of repetitive strain on my hand, on my wrist. So I might machine embroider those together, maybe on a piece of fabric or something to put in the frame. But I'll have to think about that. I don't know whether I'm going to use a coloured thread if I do that on the machine, or I might just use the clear thread. Then nobody sees it, do they really? But yeah, I would just like to say as well, thank you to everybody who's been asking how my wrist is. It has been a lot better of late, but about a week ago I started cutting a lot of strips of fabric for boxes and things, and then I had a bad wrist, didn't I? For a weekend. But once I'd sort of had the weekend off and I was at home doing other things, it went off. So I think it is just repetitive strain at the minute. So I just hope it doesn't go into anything else. So I am trying to be careful with what I do and not do too much in the way of cutting. General day-to-day stuff is not too bad. And I can knit and everything, so it's okay. So that's my little project for this week anyhow. So I am going to call it a day now, because time is getting on and I need to do a little bit of knitting, and I'd actually like to have an early night because I am a bit tired. Because when I will say this before I go, when I got my new kettle, as it's quite big, it's sort of in the place where the tier tray went, so I've had to move the tier tray. And then I've had a bit of shufty round. It's lethal though when you get something new, because I'm going to have to rearrange all my kitchen worktops to accommodate things now. So at the minute the bread machine is sat on the floor because I've had to move that out of the way. So I think it's probably going to take me all week, and then I'm thinking, oh, I could reorganise my cupboards, because I've got bits of china here, there and everywhere, because all this china did belong to my mum, and obviously I'm not getting rid of it, but I'd like to put it in one place. It won't fit in the china cabinet because that's full. So yes, I think I'm not spring cleaning, I'm autumn cleaning. I'm getting ready for Christmas. that's what I'm going to think how it is, getting ready for Christmas. So that's probably going to be my sort of little jobs in between doing everything else, I think, for the next couple of weeks until I get it all done. So I'm going to be kept busy. Anyhow, thank you for joining me today. I hope you've all had a lovely Monday, whatever it is you're doing, and the weather's not been too bad for you. It's been a bit mixed here. We've had sun, wind, rain and all sorts. So yeah, so I will say bye for now, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye.